Welcome to the Jamodi podcast. We are all surrounded by amazing coaches and leaders. So let's get an inside look at not just what they do, but how they do what they do. After all, becoming the best versions of ourselves is Jamodi, just a matter of doing it. Coaches, the Jamodi podcast is powered by Shoot 360. The future of basketball has arrived in Dallas-Fort Worth. Shoot 360 combines the latest sports technology with the fundamentals of basketball skill development. The result is a one-of-a-kind video game-like basketball program designed to improve your shooting, dribbling, and passing. Visit shoot360dfw.com to learn more and register for your free 1-hour workout evaluation. Shoot 360, the future of basketball is here. Since there are so many, you can watch film on a player and you can see the skill level, and you can watch a player move, finishes, and all those things, and kind of see, yeah, that would work with what we try to do. How do you go about finding out whether or not they're the right person for the culture, the standards that you guys have? Like, what's that whole process for you?
Well, when you get on campus, it's just spending a lot of time with them and then being really honest and saying, "Hey, we're a hard work team, and I love basketball." How I try and explain to them how much I love basketball and how motivated I am to improve every day. And I'll simply say to a recruit, if it's all about just having fun, then this is not the place for you. If you really want to get better on a day and you love to work hard, this is a great place for you. But we really, and then we try and get into practice where I'm aggressive with the guys. I love my guys. I'm very aggressive with them in practice. And they get to see how intense, how fast it is, how demanding we are on the guys. We want them to see exactly how it is. And also on the visits, if things are a little bit not perfectly set out for the recruit, that's fine. I
A
want them
little
to see
chaotic, yeah.
yes, I
Yeah.
want them to see the chaos.
Yeah.
If there's a little altercation in practice, no problem. Go ahead and see behind the scenes. If you want everything to be perfect, don't come to Southwestern, because we all know there's no place you're going to go. It's going
Yeah,
to be
it's
perfect.
it's exactly what I felt like I heard in that camp. Just a lot of truth telling. How many recruits go to? You've heard these stories. They go to a campus, they meet everybody. It's just everything is perfect. Everyone's nice. The guys are great. They enjoyed their entire experience, but they aren't really seeing the day to day and really how it's going to be. And then all of a sudden, they're there. They've signed. Parents are gone. Classes start, and you really see who people are. Maybe I'm talking from my own experience a little bit, but I think you being authentic right up front, one, it probably makes your job easier because the guys that won't fit don't come back, don't respond. But the guys that you want, look at what you're doing and what you're bringing and say, yes, like this is what I'm here for.
And our retention has been great that way. The
Hmm.
kids stay, and we've been playing older guys for a long time. We're playing mostly juniors and seniors because our kids stay. When I really learned this, coach, is I'm not, I get lucky sometimes. I'm not smart enough to figure it out on my own. Like the COVID year really helped me a lot
Oh,
because we weren't able to do this with the visits. It was Zoom and a phone call, and they weren't able to see what it's like in practice. They can't see that look in your eye, coach, when you want a kid to run to the corner or to get back on defense. There's a different deal between how we communicate in the office or over Zoom
sure.
than when we're on that court and we're in our element. So that's the real. I really have doubled down on just being honest with kids and upfront, and giving them exactly the way it is, especially from that COVID experience. And we didn't try and mislead anybody, but it just doesn't come across the same in Zoom or on the phone as it does in person. And the kids getting to be a part of the practice or the workout.
Yeah, right on the money there. I think obviously select basketball has a huge part in players making it to the next level. There's some great select coaches out there. Over the years, even in my own, because I've done both before, but even I've wondered, man, what is the role of the high school coach in helping out players, make find the right school, get the right fit. In your opinion, what are we here for with as a high school coach helping our players?
Yeah, I think, the relationships do matter, but helping the student athlete navigate, what they're getting into. I mean, our conversation now, you'll know certain kids, hey, you might love it at Southwestern, and you might coach a certain kid and be like, that might not be the best spot for you. So I think hard work works. I mean, when you work hard for a kid, it works. But ultimately, the kid's got to get the job done on his own, and he's got to be able to perform in a way that attracts college coaches and want them to be a part of their program.
Are you talking to high school coaches? Because my thought in this is, you can watch their select game and see their skill, and maybe their select coach can talk to their character and how they practice. But I think you and I both know at the high school level, we practice more than we play, and sometimes that's a little bit different. So, are you still coming to the high school coach to maybe find out about how tough are they really? How are they in the classroom? What type of habits do they have?
Yeah, absolutely. And I've gotten more specific with the questions. So it's always, do they practice hard? Do they like practice? And I know you can just kind of say yes to that. Like it's kind of, you kind of have an out. But a lot of coaches will be honest with you and say he has good days and bad days, because we're practicing hard every day. There's no doubt about it. We're practicing hard at Southwestern. You're going to practice hard, or you're going to be asked to leave the gym. There's no other way that we can do it. I don't know how to do it any other way. This is what we're doing. But the question that's really helped me is, are they in a good mood? Are they usually in a good mood? That's a specific question that's helped me. More so is, I starting out maybe 10 years ago, I'm like, hey, coach, is he a good kid? And there's a lot of kids, they're good kids, but I want someone in a good mood with energy. The kid that's in a good mood, usually encouraging his teammates, wants to listen. So that's the kind of question that's kind of changed things for me to maybe get the information that I need a little bit more.
That's a great question. And you're right. It's so different, because moody kids aren't bad. Like, they're not going out and doing things that will disrespect their family, disrespect their school, get them in trouble. But moody kids are hard to coach. You don't want the feeling of, man, which one are we getting today?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's the same way the players don't want coaches like that either. Like, I would imagine you're the same, just from talking to you for the last 20 minutes, almost 30 minutes. You're the same almost every day when you walk in the gym, because you choose to be. I've had coaches that are different than that, but it's the same the other way. Players that are different, that's tough.
Yeah. Well, for our players, it makes it easier for them to, easier to imitate me, and because I am the same every day. So it's easy material for some of our alumni to look back on, because yes, I'm saying the same things. I'm coming with the same thing every day. Those alumni can come back and say, he's still saying this. He's still walking this way. He's still mad when you do this. And he's super excited and happy when you do this. It'll be odd things that get me excited. If I see someone run over and get their teammate a glass of water or something, or the first kid who mops up sweat on the floor, those things get me excited, because those are little things behind the scenes that can make you have a really special team.
Thank you for checking out today's episode. Please take a moment to subscribe to this podcast, share it with your fellow coaches, and find us on social media for what's coming up next on the Jamodi podcast. It's just a matter of doing it.